I mean, you can, I wouldn't. These are 6 gig economy offers. I don't care the app, the platform. You're the gig worker. You're getting an offer. I would almost always decline these. Why? Because you're trying to maximize your time and your money. Let's see. Let me know if you agree. Number 1, when you get paid, it is based on 3 things. And basically every app does some iteration of this. It is the company contribution called base pay. There's any promotional pay, and then there's customer tips. So what happens if you get an offer and the customer tips are optional? They're appreciated. That's what we've heard for years here. What if the customer doesn't tip? Well, what if it's not necessarily busy enough? Demand is fine. They don't need more workers. There's no incentive to offer you promo pay. So there's now no promo pay. So there's no promo pay. There's no customer tips. These are just base pay only offers. I would not accept any base pay only offer. For instance, DoorDash, it can be as low as $2. On Amazon Flex, they might pay you as low as $15 per hour to do 15, 20 stops per hour. These are base pay runs. Now, with some of this stuff, of course, there's caveats. I might, let me know if you agree, when would you accept a base pay run? I might accept a base pay only run if it is completing a streak bonus. So I've done 4 out of the 5 required, let's say, assignments, and I got to get my next one in the next hour or whatever it is. And it's one base pay offer for, let's say, $4. Because remember, on DoorDash, it can be as low as $2, but as high as $10 plus. If after accepting that 5th delivery, I've done 5 out of 5 on this batch offer, and a lot of these apps have batched bonus pay, then I would get a really good bonus. And I want to finish my shift and not be out there for another 2 hours fishing for a really good order or something, then I might accept a base pay run. You might, and actually I think I've done this when I was trying to qualify for some of these programs, you might, and you again will have to probably accept some base pay runs if you're going for a rewards program. That's the thing that rubs gig workers the wrong way on some of these rewards programs. Preferred deliveries on Uber Eats. There's Dasher rewards on DoorDash. Those are both based on your acceptance rates. So if you want the preferred deliveries, that's a perk on both of those programs, you're going to have at least 30% AR acceptance rate. AR on Uber Eats and 50% minimum on DoorDash. The only way to get 30 or 50% AR is to just keep accepting, yes, including base pay. Because keep in mind, if it is low pay per mile and low pay per hour, you're wasting your time on both ends. You're wasting the miles on your vehicle and you're wasting your time for very little money. Number 2, why would you accept these offers literally when you don't have to? It's accepting optional offer assignments that you don't want to do. If you don't like cash on delivery, if you don't like rideshare on your Uber profile, because it's all under one Uber driver profile, rideshare and food delivery. If you don't like shop and deliver, why have it on your profile? Nowadays, you can turn that off in Dasher preferences or on Uber's trip filter option. Do it. Opt out if you don't think you're going to accept them ever. Anyway, that's what I do on Shop and Deliver. I've turned off Shop and Deliver. It doesn't mean I don't have to ever do Shop and Deliver again. I can turn it back on. You have that flexibility. What does that do though? By turning that off, if again, you happen to be going for rewards programs, it's one less offer to worry about. I'm never going to see cash on delivery. I'm never going to see a rideshare ride when I'm just trying to do Uber Eats. So you don't have to worry about it. Hopefully, that means there'll be more offers for you to pick from the types of assignments you'd actually like. Number 3, let's increase the pay a little bit. So think about like not base pay, but it's pretty decent, decently strong. I want you to hit $1.75 paid out per mile, ideally $2 to $3 plus, and then your hourly $20 to $25 plus. Think about an offer that's decent. It's like kind of in the middle and you're on the fence about it. You might not want to take it if it's really not worth it for the effort, especially if the pay is marginal. What do I mean by that? Well, I don't want to do this shop and deliver that has 6 cases of water and I see it's delivering to an apartment complex, so that could be a pain for meager pay. It's got to pay more. If it takes an unreasonable, or in your opinion, an unfair amount of time, effort, distance, the pay isn't worth the effort. For instance, like on Walmart Spark. So Spark has curbside, and then they also have shop and deliver. I know Spark drivers that aren't going to accept a shop and deliver, again, cases of water, it's the most annoying thing, cat litter, super heavy stuff, and if it's a high count of those, not worth it. For number 5, let's see what you said. I asked our team members like you, fellow gig workers, consider subscribing. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. And we have a new gig tool that's going to be announced. I'm aiming for next week to open the wait list that will show you your exact earnings, because these videos are great. Thank you for watching, but pair that with a tool that understands your specific earnings, comparing apps, seeing what other gig workers are saying as well, and chances to earn money as well. Sign up for that wait list at our newsletter linked below. I asked you, what's one type of offer you should almost always decline? Any app, any niche. You can be as specific or as general as you like. Here's what stood out. Walmart orders on Uber. And it makes me think, if you don't like Walmart offers on Uber Eats, even if it's already pulled for you, because that could be the issue, you're waiting on an associate, someone else to pull the goods. These aren't shop and deliver. Someone else is going to pull it for you. How long are you going to be waiting? And my tie-in is, I'm thinking that's the same problem as Walmart Spark curbside. So how bad is the wait time on Uber Eats to do a curbside for Walmart, comparing that to the actual Walmart Spark platform? Is there a tie-in here, or are Walmart Spark orders just not worth it in general for you? That's what you said. Let me know down below. Number 5 might be one of the most ignored. Like, you don't even realize this is happening when you get the actual offer thing. It's any offer that takes you away from your desired zone or desired area. Now on DoorDash, it could literally be taking you to another sub marketplace, like your entire marketplace broken down into smaller sub marketplaces. And you can only dash in one sub marketplace at a time. So if you get an offer that's taking you outside of your current sub market into another, kudos on DoorDash. At least now they tell you that. Ending destinations are so important because that is going to set you up for the next request. And I feel like this is often missed because you could see even a higher paying offer. Let's say $15 for 5.2 miles. Very good dollars to mile payout. But that ending destination, where are you? How far are you from another power strip, we call it, areas that are really dense with restaurants or opportunities? This is kind of the problem that I have going back to Walmart Spark. GoPuff is the same thing. Any side hustle that depends on a centrally based warehouse, where the further you're pulled away, you always have to come back, in essence, doubling your miles back to the warehouse. So now let's pivot to Uber Eats, Grubhub, even rideshare, DoorDash, Shipt, Instacart, really anything. The ending destination, how much are you going to have to commute empty miles without an assignment back to your next pickup or whatever it is? Number 6, try to do this without really thinking too much about it. Just get ready to type something in the comments. I'm going to ask you and just type it ASAP. What is the worst pickup location in your markets? A store, merchant, a restaurant, or you can even tell me like a location if you're doing rideshare or something like that. These are problem spots. So if you continually pick up assignments from problem spots, that is a problem. And by the way, this can be kind of surprisingly obviously at the pickup, but there can be problem spots at drop-off locations as well. Because pickup spots, think about like, oh, it's a fast food restaurant, it's always a drive-through only at a certain time, or even their lobby, they're typically slow, they're typically behind, they miss offers, I don't like going there. Parking's impossible. It's in downtown. I have to park somewhere and then go into the whatever office building or mall. Forgot about that one. Think about parking in a huge mall parking lot and having to park, exit the garage, go into the mall, get to the food court that's in the middle of the mall. It takes a lot more time. Think about what are the problem spots? What are problem spots at drop-off? It could be a massive apartment complex. You don't know the layout yet. It's going to take you probably 6 deliveries to get the layouts. It could be a gated community. The provided gate codes never work. They don't have an attendant. It could be large facilities or restricted facilities or facilities with a lot of entrances. And obviously you should be finding the main entrance. Think like a hospital, something like that. But if it's a hand it to me in a facility that you're not familiar with, and it's a huge facility like that, it could be difficult to find the customer. I've had similar things at universities. It'll say, well, if it's not a dorm, because dorms typically have a main entrance, but if it's, let's say, one of their academic buildings, hopefully it's handed to me, and hopefully the main entrance is easy to find visually, because on a campus, there's a lot of different entrances. I'm at this entrance. Oh, I'm supposed to meet you at this entrance. This stuff isn't inherently like particularly hard, but that's the nuance that makes it a little challenging. The snags that waste your time. That's exactly why we're building that gig tool for you. Again, your drivermike.com/newsletter. You can reserve your spot there. But what other offers? Offer types? Are there platforms in general that you would always decline and never even work on it because it's never worth it? Let me know.